Hi everyone, so today I'm here with a huge book haul. I'm going to combine all the books that I got in May and in June, and yeah, it's worked out to be a hell of a lot of books. So in this first part I'm going to try and get through all of the physical books and all the Kindle books that I bought this month, and that's just a hope because there are so many that I don't know whether I'm going to be able to do it. So I apologise if I rush through these books, but I just want to get through them all. But there will be links to the Goodreads page in the description box below if you want to find out more about them. Okay, so first of all let's start with all the books that I bought from the works in the past 2 months. So I found Etiquette and Espionage in the sale bin for £1 and I just had to pick it up because I've been really wanting to start Gail Carriger's books, and yeah, it's just motivation to start the series that comes before this because it's the companion series. And then I picked up The Madness Underneath by Maureen Johnson, which is the second book in her Shades of London series. Obviously the works didn't have the first one because they hardly ever have the first book in a series. And then I got The Girl in the Steel Corset by Katie Cross. I've seen this one around. The cover is really pretty and it sounds really intriguing. I then picked up Alice Through Zombieland by Gina Showalter, which is a follow-up to Alice in Zombieland, and yeah, love the covers for these series and I'm kind of looking forward to this one. Then I picked up Have a Little Faith by Candy Harper. I've heard a lot of great things about the series, so I'm looking forward to it. And the last 2 books I got from the works are 2 books I've already read, but I couldn't resist getting my own physical copies of them because they're so cheap. The first one is The Edge of Never by J.A. Redmersky, which if you guys have seen my review of this you know that I absolutely love it. And the other one is Wait For You by Jaylin, which you guys as well probably know that I absolutely love this book and that I love Jennifer L. Armentrout. W.H. Smith had a clearance sale on and they were doing 5 paperback books for £1 and I actually found some pretty good deals. The first book I got was Elixir by Hilary Duff. I haven't heard anything about this book, but I do know that Hilary Duff writes books, but I have no idea what this is about. I also picked up The Silent Wife by A.S.A. Harrison. This one I have seen the cover about and I do remember hearing a lot about it a couple of months ago, so I'm intrigued. I also picked up Because It Is My Blood by Gabrielle Zevin, which is the second book in the All These Things I've Done series. It was basically like 20p, couldn't pass it up. I also got The Demon's Lexicon by Sarah Rees Brennan. I've heard a lot of great things about Sarah Rees Brennan as well, so I'm excited for this one. And the last one I got from W.H. Smith's clearance sale was the best one that I found, and it was Raging Star by Moira Young, which is the last book in her Dustland series. And the only reason this was in the clearance sale is because it has a slight tear in the back, but 20 pence. 20 pence. Fantastic. I went to Asda sometime in May I think it was, and obviously I can't resist buying books when I'm in Asda because they're so cheap. The first one I picked up was Night Witches by L.J. Adlington. I've heard a lot of things about this book, it's good and bad, but the cover's really pretty and it sounds intriguing, so we'll see. And the other one I picked up was A Witch in Winter by Ruth Warburton. I've heard a lot of great things about Ruth Warburton's, well, this series of hers. I read one of her other books and it was okay, but I've heard a lot of great things about this one, so I'm really looking forward to this. You guys know that I can't resist a charity shop either, so I was in one of the local charity shops and I came across books 2 to 4 in the Pretty Little Liars series, which are flawless, perfect, and unbelievable. These books were 3 for £5 and yeah, they're in pretty good condition. Don't even look as if they've been read actually. I've already read the first book, so I'm looking forward to reading the rest of these. I know they're a hell of a lot different from the TV series, but I still really want to see how good they are. And I also found my own copy of If I Stay by Gail Forman in the charity shop. It doesn't have as nice a cover as the one that I borrowed from the library did, but still I'm really glad I have my own copy. I picked up a physical copy of City of Friendly Fire by Cassandra Clare when I was in Tesco because it was like £6. I bought the ebook when it came out because I just couldn't wait for my copy to arrive, but I have my physical copy now and I have the full Mortal Instruments series now, so yes, love it. I also picked up Picture Perfect by Holly Smale in W.H. Smith. It was half price, so couldn't resist it because I absolutely love Holly Smale's books and I'm super excited to see what Harriet's going to get up to next. And then onto all the books I got from either Amazon or the Book Depository. So I bought Dragonfly and Amber by Diana Gabaldon, which is the second book in the Outlander series. I can't wait for this. I also bought You're the One That I Want by Giovanna Fletcher. I've already read this, I got a review copy, but I loved it so much that I had to own my own copy. I got Graduation Day by Joelle Charbonneau, last book in the Sesame series, and I adore all these covers together. I also got Toxic Heart by Theo Lawrence, which is a follow-up to Mystic City, which I've been waiting forever to come out, and I still haven't read it yet, so I'm going to have to. I picked up a copy of The Elite cheap on Amazon because I've already read it, but I was buying a physical copy of the one and I didn't want to just have the first book and the last book, so I had to buy this one. I also bought Fire with Fire by Jenny Han and Siobhan Vivian because me and Bitty want to read it because we love Burn for Burn. So I also bought Dangerous Creatures by Cami Garcia and Margaret Stowe because I am a massive fan of the Casper Chronicles series, and this one is about Ridley and Link, so obviously I just had to have it because they're the most awesome characters ever. I also bought Take Me There by Carolee Dean. This was for the road trip in July, so yeah, this one sounds really good, so I can't wait for this one. I also bought The Programme by Suzanne Young, which is a sort of, I don't know, is it a dystopian? I don't know, I tried to read it but I wasn't in the mood for it, but I have heard fantastic things, so I will definitely be getting back to it. I also bought Ruin and Rising by Leigh Bardugo, which is the final book in the Grisha trilogy, and it's fantastic. I love this series so much, and this is probably my favourite cover. I also bought The One by Kiera Cass, which is the final book in the Selection trilogy, and I love this trilogy so much. I know a lot of people really hate it, but I love it, and this one was just the best one. I also bought Open Road Summer by Emery Lord purely because of all the hype surrounding this book and the amount of people that I've seen give it fantastic reviews. I just have to read it. And the last physical book I bought was The Ring and the Crown by Melissa De La Cruz. This cover is so beautiful and I have heard a lot of mixed things about it, but I'm really looking forward to it. So now on to all the Kindle books I've bought over the past 2 months. So I bought Pure, Deity, Apollyon and Sentinel, which are books 2, 3, 4 and 5 in the Covenant series by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I've read them all and I love them all, and I really enjoyed the Covenant series. I also got Red at Night by Katie McGarry. This was free on Amazon and it was a really great short story and I loved it. So yes, if you're a fan of Kate McGarry, make sure that you grab that free novella. I also bought With This Heart by R.S. Gray, which I bought for the road trip in July. I got More Than This by Jay McLean. I think it was a Kindle Daily Deal at one point and it sounded really good, so I just bought it. I also got Wallbanger by Alice Clayton. This was a recommendation from Brittany because she said it was hilarious, so we'll see. And I bought Perfect Game by Jay Sterling. I think this was a Kindle Daily Deal as well. Earl Letters was just really cheap because that's probably the only reason I would have bought it. Then I bought part 1 of Boomerang by Noelle August. This is a new book. I think it's Veronica Rossi and I can't for the life of me remember the other author's name, but the two of them have combined together to create Noelle August, and part 1 is fantastic and I'm currently reading part 2 because it just downloaded today on July 1st, so yeah, super excited for that. I also got Take Me On by Katie McGarry, and I have all of the ones that she's written so far now. And the last ebook that I bought over the past 2 months was The Bone Season by Samantha Shannon. This is another one that I've heard fantastic things about, but I think I'm going to have to be in the mood to read it because I think it's one of the books that you have to plough through a load of info just to actually get to the story, so we'll see. Oh, so there we go, that is part 1 of my huge book haul. I'm surprised I actually have money left every month with the amount of books I buy, but yeah, I'm probably not going to change, but oh well. So I hope you enjoyed part 1 of my book haul. I will be filming either part 2 later on tonight or tomorrow, I'm not too sure, and that will include all the review books I've gotten either from NetGalley, from Edelweiss or physical review copies. It will also include any books that I've won, any books that I've been gifted and any library books that I've gotten over the past 2 months. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you have enjoyed it and I will see you guys later. Bye everyone!